Yeah, so, like, how all this shit started, I was doing a 7-year bid. You know what I'm saying? Nigga had phones and shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing a 1-2. And I caught the podcast game real early. I seen how that was moving. You know what I'm saying? So I had the idea like, yo, I see what it is for a nigga to advance. Let me go ahead and get out. When I start a podcast, you feel me? About me liking big girls. Anybody that know me know I love big women. My entire family know this. You know what I mean? I just wanted to train plus size women to be the best versions of themselves and have a podcast. That's all I want to do. So I'm getting out, going through all type of shit. My baby mama, you know what I'm saying? I had to hire a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Fresh out to see the kids and shit. You know, $30,000 I ain't even have at the time. You know what I mean? My credit was on point though. Yeah, my credit was on point. Shout out to Susan, you know what I'm saying, for making that happen. But anyway, so I'm dealing with her drama with the kids and shit, but at the same time, you know, I'm trying to step in and build the brand. Like I had never been an internet type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like where I'm from and how I grew up, like niggas didn't really take pictures like that except for like maybe, you know what I'm saying, special occasions, the backdrop, you know what I'm saying, with the bottles. You did, and niggas only did that, you know, here and there. You know what I'm saying? At least the niggas that I was raised by. But anyway, I was going to KDS Studio in Orlando, formerly owned by Lou Pearlman. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker that discovered the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. So I was going there to record my podcast. And in the process of me going there, I recorded a couple episodes. You know what I mean? They had a real fly back room with this fly ass chair I really like. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all go check that out, King of BBW's podcast. But anyway, one of the head engineers there, like I wanted to do a song, even though I don't rap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never rap. I wanted to do a song like, you know, for the podcast, you know, some type of shit that's, you know what I mean, give me a little motion. So I recorded a song and I thought it was really whack. My first song ever, Confident BBW. Like I bit the motherfucking the snot dot Kodak, because Kodak was locked up at the time. You know what I'm saying? I think I was one of the only niggas free screaming free Kodak at that moment. You know what I mean? But that's another story. But yeah though, so I did that, and when I laid this shit, the head engineer, you know what I'm saying, brother by the name of shit, I can't remember this nigga name. It's crazy. Or maybe that's on purpose. He know who he is. Anyway, Sheldon. He like, yo, I love what you're doing, man. Like, your voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got talent. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing at this point. Like, I still kind of don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Learning as a nigga go. Even still to this motherfucking day. Anyway, I'm like, nigga, well, help me, nigga. Help me. I'm right there in the studio. I'm like, nigga, help me then. Nigga, if you think you see this and that, nigga, help me. Right then, he got on the phone. Called up a bitch named Honey. You know, he put me on the phone with her. And, you know, she asked me a few questions and shit. And, like, she asked me, like, what's my real situation? Like, if I'm getting money for real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, at the time, I was still, you know, dibbling, dabbling out here in the street, you know, taking real chances. But that's a whole nother story. And she was like, well, if you serious, you know what I mean, and you really trying to get in the game, you know what I mean, send me 5 bands right now. I think it was 4,500. So I did that. I sent it the money ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like the next day, she like fly me to Vegas. It was the nigga Spanky Hayes from Off Wild 'N Out. It was the nigga Spanky Hayes' birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like stoked at this point. You know what I mean? I'm thinking the nigga like really got some type of like way in the game for real. Cause I even though I didn't know about social media, I did know and always set out like I didn't want to be a nigga on social media for motherfucking forever. You know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You know what I mean? I ain't progressed that into nothing else. So anyway, I ain't even had no money when she flew me out there. That was like my last 4,500, right? And it was Spanky birthday. You dig? So, you know what I'm saying? I went and pop to make sure I could bless the nigga the right way. Funny thing, Spanky had a fly ass house, but it was dirtier than the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga had a baby mama that was just like there, and the bitch wasn't doing shit. But that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? That nigga asked me for 10 bands later, but that's a whole nother story too. So anyway, I'm moving around with Honey and shit for about 6 months. You know, I've been out probably about 8 months. And then she like, yo, you know, let's shoot a TV show. So we began going back and forth on concepts, ideas, you know what I mean? And then, you know, me and her, we fell out, you know what I'm saying? Most notably about some shit she was promising me that she didn't give me, you know what I mean? But I didn't understand how the game go. For all y'all know, yo, your manager, you don't pay your manager to manage you. That's another thing, you know what I mean? Free game. But anyway, I want to speed up the story because I know y'all niggas probably ready to skip this shit. But yeah, though, me and her had fell out, you know what I mean, about some money issues and some other shit. And I looked at Honey like a mother figure, you know, like a sister figure, you know what I mean? I would have did anything for Honey. I would have did anything for her. Anyway, I'm in Miami, like about 3 months go by, 3 months go by, I don't hear nothing from Honey. You know what I mean? I'm in Miami at the Versus for Timberland and Swiss. You know what I'm saying? And Live, you know, inside the Fontainebleau. I had been to the Fontainebleau before, but I had never been in Live on a Sunday. You know what I mean? So all the heavy hitters is in the building and shit. Me and my cameraman at the time, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who shall remain nameless? We finessed, like, we didn't pay to get in or nothing. We weren't even supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? We had tickets or nothing. We was outside doing a podcast, and I didn't even know it was finna be a Versus, but I seen the fucking trucks and shit. You know what I mean? For the cameras and shit. So I go up and start kicking the shit with the crew. You know? And we was able to finesse our way up in there. You know? Shout out to Ricky Martin. I'm talking about Ricky Martin at Club Live. That's my nigga. Made sure we were straight. He put us in Fat Joe section. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a young nigga, you know what I mean? I'm blowing down hella blunts on Fat Joe. I think he was getting agitated, you know what I'm saying? And Fat Joe, you should know, I was contemplating, like, just stealing off on you just for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Fat Joe, but it was desperate times, you know what I'm saying? It was a thought in the back of my mind, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to jail, though, but I know I'm going to jail. But with this nigga, with my cameraman, make it out with the footage. That's the only thing that why that didn't happen. You know, I didn't care if I got my ass whooped. And you only had like 2 niggas with you, nigga. But anyway, love you, Joe. I'm in that shit, vibing and shit, fucking with Buster. You know what I mean? I felt like the nigga Special kind of blocked me to Buster. I feel like Special could have like just took me to Buster. You know what I'm saying? I met Special, you know, back in 2010 in Orlando in the studio. I happened to be, you know what I'm saying, delivering something. Ran into the nigga. He had the iciest watch ever. So I ran into him, you know what I mean, at the Versus. So it's love. I'm politicking, you know what I'm saying, with Bus. And I get the call. It's Honey, my manager, ex-manager. And she like, yo, nigga, if you want to do this shit, nigga, I need you fucking in Orlando, motherfucking 8 a.m. tomorrow, nigga. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? She's like, nigga, you want to do this shit or not? So I guess she referring to the show. I had already signed a deal that they forced me to sign, but it was a 60-40. 40-day way, 60-day way, 40 my way. But that's a whole nother story too. Anyway, I don't have no control over the script or anything like that. It's a reality TV show, but I'm still acting. It's not real. Right? But this is the first time it's been done, you know what I mean? On some ghetto, black bachelor type shit. But for BBWs. You know what I mean? I didn't pick the women. I didn't know none of them women. Right? Hardly any of them women had ever done anything in entertainment at all prior to. And then if you go right now and just check their IGs and stuff like that, they really ain't outside like that. But I ain't trying to hate on nobody. I'm just saying they kind of came from me. But anyway, I filmed the shit with me and my mama. A lot of that shit was real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was supposed to receive like 40,000 after we got done filming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and Honey made a verbal agreement on that. Soon as we get done filming, she just go ghost. I don't hear shit. Nothing. About 2 months go by, I get on the phone, you know what I'm saying? She want me to come in and do some more filming. I'm like, nigga, I'm not coming back in. I ain't got paid. Nigga, what you talking about? Like, honor the contract, nigga, that you made me sign. But anyway, punch me in right there. Punch me in right there. Right there, right there. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, a lot of that shit was real, you know. And that was my first time ever being in front of the camera. And I acted the scenes out in a way to which I thought the audience would respond to, while still yet being me, if that makes sense. Anyway, we get done filming the whole shit. It's a shit show, nigga. I actually lost 3 rings, nigga. I know one of them bitches stole it, one of them niggas from the crew. I lost 3 diamond rings, nigga. I didn't sweat it, nigga, because I'm like, nigga, I'm about to be on, nigga. It is. Fuck that shit. I get new shit. You feel me? Anyway, shit went cold. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear from Honey. She wanted me to come back in and do some behind the scenes filming, but I didn't even receive the funds I was supposed to receive after we began filming the initial footage of the show to begin with. And I'm talking about Wait for Love. So fast forward motherfucking 2.5 years. Completely lost contact with Honey. She fell off the grid. And I just kept grinding, you know what I'm saying? I stopped doing the podcast because that shit just started feeling like a job. You know, a nigga allergic to a fucking job. So, started taking the music more serious. You know, and like, nigga, I shot a fucking video in Africa, nigga. On a fucking lion safari, nigga. With a BBW and a Benz, nigga. You know what I mean? Just pulling up. Showing love. Popping out. On the scene. Coast to coast. Cross country. I get a call. This is last year. You know what I'm saying? Mid-2023. It's Gary. Gary was the motherfucking editing company that was supposed to edit the footage, he called me and let me know, like, honey didn't have the money to do it. You know what I'm saying? She done ran all type of crazy shit that went on. He filling me in. You know what I mean? She done scam motherfuckers, you know what I mean, to the tune of, you know what I'm saying, 150K. And I'm like, damn, she could have told me that. Like, I would have helped her. Like, bitch, we could have scammed together.